Hello, my fellow Star Wars fan. I'm your host, Dingo Bringo, and today I'll be talking about a rumor that the original versions of the Star Wars Original Trilogy is going to be announced at Star Wars Celebration next week. So, before I get into that, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future Star Wars explained or theory videos. And if you enjoy, smash that like button down below, share it with friends and family, and on social media, and let me know in the comments what I can do to improve these videos and make them more enjoyable. Okay, so my source here, what I'm seeing, is from the YouTube channel Comic Book Cast. I'll leave a link to their video in the description down below. And basically what he says is that there's rumors that the original versions of the original trilogy are going to be announced soon and are going to come out soon. And I'm thinking it's going to be a Star Wars Celebration. Why do I think it's going to be a Star Wars Celebration? Because there is a new banner for the original trilogy for Star Wars Celebration. And there's really no reason for them to make this new banner for Star Wars Celebration because there's no anniversary for any of these movies this year. The anniversary, the 40th anniversary of A New Hope, that was 2 years ago. Now, the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back is next year, and the Return of the Jedi would be 3 years after that. So there's really no reason for them to make this banner, because there's nothing special with the original trilogy this year. The anniversary this year is the 20th anniversary of The Phantom Menace. So, if anything, there should be some kind of cool Phantom Menace poster or banner there. But this is a thing that's new. Now, why is that? Well, if we add more speculation onto this rumor, you think about it, and you think, okay, so Last Jedi, the majority of people liked it, right? The majority of people who saw it liked it. It made a lot of money. It was a very successful movie, but there was a lot of hate surrounding it, right? There was a lot of dislikes surrounding it. And that's just a very large, vocal, minority kind of is a bad word in my opinion for them, because it's not a small group of people. I think the percentage is somewhere around 60-40, 60% like The Last Jedi, 40 didn't. I think it's somewhere around there, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less on both sides. But I think that's about the average percent of people who liked Last Jedi to didn't like Last Jedi. And that's a large number. 40% is a large number of people. So you have to do something to try to win them back. And bringing back the Clone Wars is definitely one thing. That's huge. That's something that has definitely brought some of them back, if not most of them. But the original versions of the original trilogy on DVD is something that I don't think one person doesn't want this to happen. Because the only way that you can watch these original versions are if you are lucky enough to have them on VHS. And if you still have a VHS player, that's the only way you can watch them. So everybody wants a DVD version of these editions. Now, I'm someone who doesn't hate the special editions. Do I prefer the original versions? Of course I do. But the special editions, they're not terrible. They don't ruin the movies at all. Especially Empire and Jedi, they really change nothing. They just enhance the effects, which I think is an improvement. And then with Return of the Jedi, they take out Yub Nub. I prefer Yub Nub. But that didn't really bother me too much. And the special edition of Return of the Jedi has Hayden Christensen. That is my favorite character of all time, Hayden Christensen's version of Anakin Skywalker. So in that sense, I liked it better, but overall, I would prefer the original versions. I'm lucky enough to have seen the original versions and grew up the original versions. So I would love for this to be true. And he's saying these are going to be released in 4K, which is incredible. Going from VHS to 4K, that's a huge, huge jump. Now, also something to mention is that Gareth Edwards, who is the director of Rogue One, apparently he has said that he has seen versions of the original trilogy that are 4K. Now, I don't know if those are the special editions. I don't know if those are the original editions. All I know is that he said he's seen them in 4K. Disney didn't have the rights to A New Hope before a few weeks ago. Fox did. Now, Disney owns Fox, meaning Disney has those rights. Meaning, if they wanted to, they could totally release these movies. Now, the one thing that I think could stop all this from happening is the fact that George Lucas had to sign a contract to give Star Wars away to Disney. Now, in that contract, it's entirely possible that George Lucas said, never release these original editions. The special editions are the movies. Never release those. Keep the special editions. That is the concrete versions of A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. That's a possibility. Is it a probability? Honestly, I don't think so. But it is a possibility. I think if Disney does want to win those fans back, and they do want to win those fans back because you're going to want as many people as possible to go see Episode 9. Episode 9 is going to do fine. Episode 9 is going to do fine no matter what. No boycott is going to stop it. A boycott of 100 people isn't going to do anything. And I can feel the angered boycotters in the comments saying, actually, it's not 100 people and the boycott's going to do something. You'll see. Please. Episode 9 is going to do just fine anyway, but you're going to want people, as many people as possible, to see the final installment in the Skywalker saga. You're going to want that. So to do that, 1, you bring back Clone Wars, which they're doing, which is awesome. 2, you have good new shows like The Mandalorian, which sounds like it's going to be amazing. But the biggest thing is you bring back the original trilogy. You do the thing that everybody has wanted ever since the special editions came out. What was that? Maybe 1997? I don't know the exact date, but I feel like it was like 1997 when those came out. So that's over 20 years now. You do the thing that people wanted for 20 years, they're going to come back. So I think it is a possibility that these are announced at Star Wars Celebration. Now, I'm not saying it's confirmed at all. I'm not saying to go into Star Wars Celebration expecting Disney to announce these 4K versions of the original trilogy. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, don't be surprised if it happens. And it might not happen at Star Wars Celebration, but I do have a feeling that one day, somewhere down the road, I don't know how long or how close it's going to take, but someday down the road, I do have a feeling Disney will eventually release the original versions of the original trilogy, whether that be at Star Wars Celebration, they announce it and it comes out this year, whether that's when Episode 9 comes out and they release a box set of all 9 episodic movies. Who knows? It could be either or, it could be something else that I can't think of. But I would imagine eventually they will release these movies, unless there's something in their contract saying they can't with George Lucas, which I think is a possibility. Not a probability, but a possibility. So I am definitely looking forward to Star Wars Celebration more than I originally was. Obviously, it's Star Wars Celebration, so I'm going to be looking forward to it anyway. I mean, Star Wars Episode 9 title, trailer, more Clone Wars stuff, some stuff in Mandalorian. Of course I'm excited for it. And I'll be covering everything from there, so make sure you subscribe to the bell so you don't miss any of that. But I'm just that bit more excited now for it because of the possibility that we could be getting the original trilogy on DVD. And maybe not just DVD. Maybe instead of DVD, they're going to move it over to the Disney Plus streaming service later this year. Maybe that's another thing that they bring people in for, because the contract that they have with TNT, I believe, is only for the special editions. Now, obviously, I don't know the fine print details, but if it's just for the special editions, does that mean that they can put the original editions on Disney Plus without any kind of interference? I don't know. Maybe that's a possibility as well, so keep that in mind. What do you think, guys? Do you think Disney is going to announce, and Star Wars is going to announce, the original version of the original trilogy at Star Wars Celebration, or do you think we're never going to get those versions of the original trilogy? If you enjoy, smash that like button down below and share with friends and family and on social media. That'll be greatly appreciated. Like I said, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future Star Wars Explained or Theory videos. I'll be breaking down coverage of all news from Star Wars Celebration, Clone Wars, Mandalorian, Episode 9, obviously. Anything else that we get news-wise for Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars on Galaxy's Edge, I'll be covering that as well. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of that. Click right here for my most recent upload. Click right here for my Star Wars Theory playlist. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.